on NBC 12. This is News Watch 12 at 10.
Good evening. We will start our coverage tonight with breaking news. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office concluded the search of Jason P. Meyer, a man that was missing earlier this week. He was found deceased at the Ice Age Trail in the township of Harding at approximately 9:45 this morning. According to a press release, the 49-year-old had self-inflicted injuries. The death is still under investigation. Chase now joins us live in the Weather Center. Chase, what should we be looking forward to this week?
Well, we're going to definitely be looking forward towards a lot much warmer weather. We've got some 80s in the forecast. And for right now, it's 10 o'clock, and we still have just near 70 degrees at Rhinelander. You can see we're at 69. And we still have some 70s hanging around down south. You can see by Wausau, we have 71. So it's still pretty warm for being at, right around 10 o'clock tonight. We can still see it's a little cooler up north, though, by Ashland at 59 degrees. But for tomorrow, it's going to get hot. We're going to be seeing a lot of 80s in the area. We'll see 82 around Rhinelander. Much of the area will be the same as well. Be a little warmer up north, actually, around Porcupine Mounds at 83, and Ironwood will be around 81 as well. Tomorrow, though, with that sun being out, we need to keep our eye out on the UV index. It's going to be at an 8, which means the burn time will be 15 to 20 minutes. So make sure you have your hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and find some shady areas if you're out and about tomorrow. Taking a look ahead into tonight, the low is only going to reach around the upper 50s, and then we'll start to reach into the 70s by around 10 a.m. Mohammed?
Thanks, Chase. Located a few miles east of Merrill is the St. Paul's Lutheran Church. The church offers weekly services, youth groups, and different community outings. Their most popular event being their St. Paul's Party on P Weekend. Newswatch 12's Will Harrelson went to the event's final day and has more.
This event is our largest community outreach that we have.
For the 5th straight year, the St. Paul Lutheran Church in Merrill has hosted the St. Paul's Party on P Weekend event. Featuring live music, food and drinks, auctions, and concession, there was a lot for people to do over the weekend. St. Paul Lutheran Church Vice President Don Voigt talked about what their church does for the event.
And we open it up so people can come, see what we do. We have stuff out there that shows a little bit about our church, and we hope to allow people to see exactly that we're here.
Along with talking about the event, Voigt spoke about what they do as a church.
I think we have to understand what our mission here is at St. Paul's. We are St. Paul's Lutheran Church. We're a part of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. We preach Christ crucified.
Voigt is grateful for the community's engagement in the event and said that this event can only be put on because of them.
Just to thank everybody who came for this event. We're just very grateful, and of course we're grateful to the good Lord for the beautiful weather.
Reporting in Merrill, Will Harrelson, Newswatch 12.
Thanks for that, Will. Just north of here is the town of Woodruff, and it's the former home of a famous doctor known as the Angel on Snowshoes. Dr. Kate Newcomb was known for her dedication in reaching her patients through snow or over water. In the 1950s, Dr. Kate raised money for a hospital in Woodruff because the closest was 50 miles away in Tomahawk. She eventually achieved her dream thanks to a local geometry class's Million Penny Parade. This year is the 70th anniversary of the Million Penny Parade. Barb Maines is a volunteer at Dr. Kate's museum. She says a lot of people are ready to celebrate.
I go to church on Sunday and they bring me bags of pennies and I bring them home. I can't remember every time I walk somewhere, oh, the Million Penny Parade's coming, and they are excited. People run into me, and not just in this town. I'm from Sainer.
The 70th anniversary of the Million Penny Parade will take place in Woodruff on Saturday, July 15th at 1 p.m. The Dr. Kate's Museum will be raising money for a much-needed expansion. The Minocqua Antique and Classic Boat Show wrapped up yesterday. The show draws thousands of people over the 2-day stretch to look at and buy boats. Families also had the chance to talk with other boat enthusiasts to educate themselves. Jane Larson was one of the many boat owners at Torpy Park. She says she enjoys bonding with others.
And it's so much fun to get together with them from all over the state and boat with them, chat with them, laugh with them, and it's the camaraderie is what keeps us coming back.
This year, over 70 boats were on display, which was a new record. All the proceeds made from the event will go towards the Minocqua Lion Club. Drinking enough water is not only important for your health, it can also prevent dehydration. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, dehydration can cause unclear thinking, mood swings, overheating, constipation, and kidney stones. Drinking water is the easiest and best way to stay hydrated. Adults should aim to drink 6 to 8 ounce cups of water a day. It is important to stay hydrated when working outside to prevent heat-related illnesses. And Oneida County College will now give students credit for prior indigenous knowledge. It comes after a 2.5-year study which included tribal elders' perspectives on what is important across Native cultures. In April, Nicolet College released their Indigenous Ways of Knowing report. It details 3 sovereign nations inside the Nicolet College district and how the college can include more Indigenous education.
To center the project around Indigenous elders and knowledge holders. We worked with the Wisconsin Indian Education Association and got representation from many of the tribes across the state of Wisconsin.
Wynn Norton says Nicolet will begin offering courses in the fall of 2023 that are informed by the study. Courses in tribal language, government, history, and culture will all be available to tribal and non-tribal students. Students coming with a knowledge of these topics can receive credits towards graduation. If you're looking to spend a day enjoying Minocqua, Woodruff, or Arborvitae, listen up. The Les Minocqua's Visitor Bureau is having a photo shoot this week for their 2024 destination guide and are looking for individuals and families of all ages, genders, and abilities to be local models. If you're interested, you can visit our website, wjfw.com, to see how to sign up. The annual Chalk Fest WASA event will be taking place in Marathon County next weekend. Artists from all over the state will come together to decorate 400 block. Participants must be 12 years of age and older. The cost to participate is $22. This event will start at 8 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. A kid in Milwaukee is turning her passion for yoga into something bigger. Kaylee Starl shares how this 9-year-old is working to become one of the youngest registered yoga teacher.
And then you just roll dice.
These dice help Kanaya Randall pick a pose.
We have Denver dogs.
Left up to chance, Kanaya is taking a chance.
I am very nervous, but I know I'll get through it.
At just 9 years old, she's working to become a registered yoga teacher.
I just want to help our community and help people get healthy.
Since she was 3 years old, she's been stretching, crawling, and as of lately, swinging.
So who's your biggest teacher?
My mom.
You got it. Anything I would do, she would mimic it. And she's just always been that way.
Her mom is a licensed yoga teacher too.
I think Kanaya has done like so many big things in her life already that like she's just like, yeah, I'm doing this thing. And she doesn't understand like the gravity of her age in doing this.
She says the title comes with a lot of hard work.
200 hours.
The class is 200 hours and nearly $400.
So we have this box full of like, this is a cute ring.
One piece of jewelry at a time, she's raising money with the help of her brother.
I mean, brothers help sisters. Oh.
A family with a passion.
I like yoga because it's just like very fun to stretch your body and learn new poses. It makes me feel good about myself because I'm doing some exercise.
Whatever pose the dice lands on,
cat, cow, warrior,
Kanaya will be the one to teach you how.
And Kanaya here hopes to be a yoga teacher by the end of summer, is that right?
Yes.
And from experience, you guys, she is a really great teacher.
Coming up, we'll head to Broadhead, Wisconsin to learn about a group of teenage lifeguards who saved a boy's life. That and more after weather right here on Newswatch 12.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Or take 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Clean your walkways, siding, and more with Snapper pressure washers. Take them anywhere and get the job done. This 3,200 PSI pressure washer is $369.99 after rebate. Get backup power when you need it with the Generac Standby Generator. It automatically starts within seconds of sensing power loss to protect your home and family during a power outage. Save more than $675 on this home standby generator after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease an F-150 STX for $419 a month for 36 months, plus get $1,000 Trade Assist cash only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Welcome back, everybody. It was another hot one out there today for us in the Northwoods. We see Rhinelander was sitting right around 80 degrees today. Pretty warm out there for us, and most of the general area was either in the mid to upper 70s or the low 80s. So it was a pretty hot one for us here in the Northwoods. We normally don't see these temperatures up here, but for this time of year, we'll take it for sure. Now, going into what the temperatures are at right now, it's still pretty warm for it being just past 10 o'clock. Rhinelander's just near 70 degrees, sitting at 69 right now, and most of the areas are doing the same as well, in the mid to upper 60s and also the low 70s. We can see Wausau is also still just above 70 at 71, and Eau Claire to the west is just near 70 as well at 67 degrees. Now, going to the temperature trend throughout the rest of the week, we're going to start to up the temperatures even more. We're going to start to see some mid to upper 80s. We'll be hitting a high of 88 on Thursday, and then we'll start to slightly cool down. It'll still be pretty warm, but then on Sunday we'll reach back into the 70s. Now, for tomorrow, though, the sun is going to be out, and that means that the UV index is going to be pretty high. It's going to be at 8, which means the burn time is going to be around 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to be very important to have a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and have some shady areas to go under in case you're out and about tomorrow while the sun is beaming down, because it will burn you very quickly with a UV index of 8 tomorrow. Now, for the muggy meter that we got, it's showing the humidity is going to be up and down, but it's always going to be right around the muggy region during the day. So it looks like throughout the week, with those hot temperatures, the humidity is going to be up there as well, especially as we get into the end of the week. So it's going to be pretty sticky going on throughout these next few days. And for going into the drought monitor that we had that updated this past Thursday, it shows that a lot of the southern counties are in the moderate region. This actually expanded from the last update. We now have Green Bay in the moderate region as well. And we had some counties that have now expanded in the northwestern region. It's getting just as south as Eau Claire. So those areas are going to need some much needed rain coming in the next few months when this drought is going to continue. We had some showers coming through the Rhinelander area just a few hours ago, but now they've diminished and the skies are pretty clear, and that's not really good for those drought conditions that we were just taking a look at. But for the wind speeds outside, it actually calmed down a bunch compared to what it was today. It was pretty breezy out there, and now it's pretty calm. We do still see some breezy winds down near the Wausau area, around 5 miles per hour coming from the east, and we also have a north wind at Rhinelander around 3 miles per hour coming from the north. Other than that, it was a pretty calm night night for us with the wind speeds out there. But going into tonight, we'll have some mostly cloudy skies. Some scattered thunderstorms have already started to make their way through, and they've diminished, but we might have some towards the early morning hours. Otherwise, the low will be around 56 degrees, and it'll be pretty breezy from the east-southeast. And going into tomorrow, we may have those thunderstorms in the early morning hours, but then it's going to clear out, and we'll reach a high of 82 degrees. It's going to be quite warm, and winds will still be pretty breezy from the south-southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. But going into your 7-day extended forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, we'll have some very, very hot temperatures Tuesday through Thursday in the mid to upper 80s. Friday will bring a rain chance, though, and Sunday will as well with some isolated thunderstorms. Mohammed?
Thanks, Chase. New federal data shows pay for veterinarians in Wisconsin has increased by almost 50% in almost recent years. Veterinarians.org compared salary data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics for all 50 states from 2020 to 2022. The report found that the average veterinarian salary in Wisconsin increased by 49%, going from just $100,000 in 2020 to almost $150,000 in 2022. The wage growth comes as Wisconsin and the rest of the country face a shortage of veterinarians. A young boy is alive after he was found unresponsive at a pool in Broadhead, Wisconsin this week. His recovery is all thanks to the quick action of 3 teen lifeguards. Shayna Najawin spoke with them about what happened.
I've never, had to jump in at all. Nope.
It was just another day at the Broadhead pool until Tyra Lehman saw a young boy struggling to swim.
A bunch of other kids around me were like, no, he's been faking it. He's been doing this all day. But I was like, that doesn't seem right. I'm going to keep watching him.
After the boy stuck his hands out of the water a few times, Lehman had another swimmer tap on him to make sure he was okay.
No response, so I blew my whistle, yelled at some kids to get a lifeguard, and then I just jumped in, swam over to him.
But not before losing her tube.
Yelled, I need my tube. I can't continue to keep him up and swim to the end. So I immediately jumped in after her and jumped in right towards her tube. I don't even remember if I ran or walked into the pool. It was just, it all happened so quickly.
Lehman's coworkers were right behind her, each of them playing a pivotal role in the rescue.
Immediately I checked for pulse and breathing, and I didn't get either one of those. So then we were Jalen was on the phone with 911. She's another lifeguard here, and she was like, okay, start CPR now. And
after just 4 compressions, the boy began responding, and emergency responders arrived on scene.
He was a little disoriented, but at least he was awake and talking to us.
The teen guards feeling well prepared for any future incidents, but hoping the skills won't ever be put to use again.
I have thought about it, and I always thought, well, maybe this would be fun to be able to save someone, but not like this. And I never want to do it again.
I think people are just really proud of us that
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Summer's heating up at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Now I just want to get her back.
On Saturday, July 22nd, the stage will come alive with award-winning country music star Michael Ray. With opening act, 2-time Country Album of the Year winner Tennille Townes.
I just want to get her back. Yeah, pouring something on.
Advance tickets are available now for purchase at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg's gift shop or by phone. Get ready for an unforgettable night of country music magic at the first show of our summer concert series, only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
This is how legends are.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Do you feel uneasy, irritable,
Does your internet bill make you anxious? You may be suffering from UPH, unexpected price hikes. It happened to me. And then I switched to T-Mobile and got 5G home internet for just $50 a month. Now I'm sleeping better, my skin is glowing, and my hair has never been so shiny. Most importantly, T-Mobile has price lock guarantee. They will never raise your internet rate, ever. Switch to T-Mobile home internet. It worked for me. And just look at that shine. Wait, what has the internet got to do with my hair?
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Up to $150 back on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card through June 30th at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq and left bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC got in my way, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my gastro saw damage,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastro about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Welcome back. Dr. Anthony Fauci has a warning for us that while COVID cases are way down, a new variant can quickly change that. Fauci spoke Saturday at a university in Italy. He said that the world needs to remain vigilant to control and manage COVID so it doesn't quickly mutate into variants that current treatments and immunities cannot control. Fauci said that the likelihood of that happening is not known, but also not impossible. He said that he agrees with the World Health Organization's assessment that the virus is no longer a global health emergency, but said it will take diligence for it to stay that way. Archaeologists have found a gleaming 3,000-year-old sword at a burial site in southern Germany. The wall-preserved sword was discovered last week in the state of Bavaria. Researchers believe it was left in a grave as a burial gift. They say the sword like this, with an octagonal handle made entirely from bronze, is a rare find. It's thought to date back to the 14th century, the Middle Bronze Age. The sword was left in a grave containing the remains of 3 people, a man, a woman, a young person, who researchers say were buried shortly after one another. The self-titled demo tape that a late musician Prince used to land his first recording contract is up for auction. Boston-based auction house RR Auction is selling the demo, which was recorded in 1976. It contains unreleased versions of the songs Just As Long As We're Together and My Love Is Forever, as well as a never-released Jelly Jam. Prince was just 18 years old when he recorded the tracks, all written, sung, and arranged by him. The demo is part of the Marvels of Modern Music auction that ends on Thursday. The University of Kentucky chef in residence has a unique opportunity to help supply higher quality food to astronauts in space. Evan Leake reports.
Fresh week, turn the mill on.
Bob Perry has been on the culinary grind for the better part of 40 years, 17 of them as the chef in residence for UK's College of Agriculture.
My tenure here at UK has been the best of all. I've been involved in lots of different stuff, involved in bourbon and neurogastronomy now, and the neurogastronomy has taken me into space.
It's an opportunity that is truly out of this world.
They grow organic garlic. They bring it in here, and we slice it, put it on these trays, dehydrate it. It takes about a week, and then I grind it into garlic powder.
Chef Perry is on the cutting edge of innovating how to get higher quality food to astronauts when they go into space.
We're looking at the Mars mission, which will be 7 months to get there, a year on the planet, and then 7 months to get back. Nobody's ever been in space longer than 3 weeks without being resupplied. And what neurogastronomy is looking at, and as far as space goes, is everything else involved in eating and food.
Chef Perry has worked and brainstormed with some of the top names at NASA to break down food on a near molecular level, from how to get fresh medicinal herbs to astronauts to condensing food to fit the needs for space travel.
Anything that goes on has to be weighed. They know exactly to the tiniest fraction how much everything weighs on the space station. So a lot of their food is dehydrated. So it's been fun playing around with this to make different foods at different applications.
It's as much play as it is work for Chef Perry, letting him view food in a whole new way while helping those getting a glimpse at the final frontier.
So it's an education for me too. You know, that's the beauty of working at a Division I university is lots of really cool people around doing lots of really neat stuff. And for my part, everybody eats.
When we come back, sports anchor Serenity Douglas will be here to talk about the Pirates versus the Brewers game. We'll be right back.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
At Lakeside Living Design, we've always got something stylish in store for you. Whether you're looking for high-quality custom upholstery, decorative accessories and gifts, or are designing your space entirely from scratch, you'll have a friendly designer by your side, sharing their expertise, helping you bring your unique style to life. So stop by, explore our showroom, and together we'll make your space feel just like home.
The Brew Crew were able to snap out of their bad spell and secure 2 wins over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Today, it was their final game in the series as they were looking to bring the brooms out to secure a good old sweep. And we're back at home for this Father's Day game. Let's start in the 3rd inning. Brian Reynolds for the Pirates hits a deep one in the right field to put Pittsburgh up by 2. Heading into the 5th inning, the Crew is down 2-0. Winker hitting one into left field as Yelich rounds the bases and slides home to score the first run for the Crew. It's 2-1, and we're skipping to the 8th inning. Contreras hits one to right to center field. Monasterio gets in there to tie the game up at 2, and it'll be the Brewers who take this win 5-2, sweeping the Pittsburgh Pirates. Craig Counsell speaks about breaking their losing streak with a sweep.
It's a baseball season, right? And we're going to have stretches that we don't like. And the important thing is that you show up the next day and you erase that and go out and play a good game. So we played a good series. We did a lot of good things this series, pitched very, very well this series.
He continues on to discuss the importance of the games for divisional rankings.
In the division, you know, the games matter. The way the division's just situated through nearly half the season right now. The way you play teams less now, the tiebreaker, all that stuff. So the games matter.
The Brewers will be back in action tomorrow facing the Arizona Diamondbacks for another 3-game series. After that win, the Brewers remain at the top of the NL Central Division standings, but the Cincinnati Reds were able to take down the Houston Astros today, so the Crew only hold a game and a half back in the division. For the first time in the field, the Pirates fall to 3.5 games back of first place after their loss to Milwaukee. Following them is the Chicago Cubs, who are 4 games back of first place, and the St. Louis Cardinals, who, even though they're in last place in the division, are only 8.5 games back of the Brewers. Today is the final day of the 2023 U.S. Open Golf Championships. Entering the final day, Ricky Fowler and Wyndham Clark were tied at 10 under par, each looking to win their first major title. Well, it was Wyndham Clark who was able to come away with the win, shooting 10 under par to secure his first major championship. He'll look to win back-to-back majors on July 20th at St. Andrews for the Open Championship. We'll be right back with one final look at the weather with Chase after the break.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie, and this is our family.
Are you sick of shopping for big-ticket items only to be told you need to order it out and not see it for 6 months? Or would you rather explore it in person before purchasing it? Stop in Shoulders RV Marine, where we have millions of dollars of campers, boats, power sports, and docks and lifts. If you're thinking of almost anything outdoors, sales, parts, rentals, or service,
we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders RV Marine, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Elevate the look of your home with 11% off everything at Menards. We carry the largest selection of Hunter ceiling fans, available in a huge variety of designs, colors, and features. Ceiling fans are perfect for adding light, comfort, and style to any room, while helping you save on energy bills year-round. A 44-inch Quiet Breeze ceiling fan is just $79.98 after rebate. Save big money and get 11% off all ceiling fans now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
The 14th Annual Bear Cupboard Run, June 24th in Minocqua. Half Marathon, 5K Run Walk, and Kids Cubby Run. Register online at bearcupboardrun.org.
All right, it's gonna be a hot one out there for us tomorrow. Most of the general area will be in the low 80s. We can see Rhinelander around 82 degrees, a little bit warmer up north of Porcupine Mountains, around 83, but most of the general area will be in the low 80s tomorrow. It's gonna be a gorgeous day out there for us. But with that in mind, we gotta keep in mind that there is gonna be a UV index of 8, which means that the burn time is gonna be around 15 to 20 minutes. So that'll be something to keep an eye out for tomorrow as the sun comes out. And for our 7-day extended forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, we're gonna get up into the 80s, the mid to upper 80s as we start the summer season off on Wednesday, and then going into Saturday, we're gonna have some much more beautiful weather. Thank you for that, Chase. That's it for your local news. Happy Father's Day for all the dads out there.
Yes,
have a great night.